Does your email look like this? And you want a professional email that looks like this? I've got you. Today more than ever, having a professional email can enhance your personal brand as well as build your connection. It also offers a subtle marketing opportunity as well. So by having clickable links on your email signature can also drive traffic to your personal as well as business profile. And also open up new opportunities for you. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create this exact email signature. So let's get started. Here we have a Word document open. To create an email signature, let's start by adding a table, as it will make it easier to edit the design down the track. To add a table, go to the Insert tab in the toolbar and select Table. Here you can select the format of your table, and let's add a table with 2 columns. If needed, we can edit this later. Okay, let's adjust the width of the column here so we can add the headshot picture on the left-hand side. This looks about right, and again we can adjust this later. To add your profile photo, select Insert and then Picture. Select the location on your computer. Here I have my headshot picture stored on the desktop. To add the photo, select Insert. The sizing is a little too big for the design, so let's resize the photo by dragging the handle in the corner. Okay, now let's change the design of the photo by turning it into a circle. To change the shape, select the image and go to Picture Format. Over on the right, you will see the crop icon. You can crop the image or select crop to shape. As we are changing the shape from a square to a circle, let's select crop to shape and select the circle. That looks pretty good to me. Now let's add in the details. Here I will add the name, job title and company name. We will leave the formatting as it is for now and change this later. Next, we're going to add the business contact details. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm going to add some dummy text. To add the business contact details, I'm going to add another table. Select Insert and then Table. I'm going to add a table with 2 columns and 3 rows. Let's adjust the table and leave this area as a placeholder for the icons. Before we add our icons, let's add in our text. Here we will add the phone numbers. If you don't have a landline, you can always skip this step. In the next row, let's add the company website details. Next, we will add the business address and email. You may have noticed that we are missing a row for the email address. To add a new row, highlight the text and select Insert Row below. This will add a new row, and you can now add in the email address here. Let's add our icons next to the text. I forgot to add an extra column for the mobile icon, so let's add it now. As we have already created this table, we need to adjust the table. To add an extra column within a table, right-click and select Split Cells. By default, it is going to split the column in half, so select OK and edit the table. Now let's tidy up the alignment and format of our design. Next, let's add the company logo on the right by adjusting the border of the table and highlighting the text to add a column on the right. There is a little too much white space at the top of the logo, so let's resize the logo to remove the white space that you can see here and align the image to the top border. Now let's adjust the size of the logo and the text table. Next, we are going to add our social media icons below, but before doing this, we just need to create some space below the table. Now, depending on how many social media accounts you have, you need to add a column for each platform. Here we will add 5 columns, and for each column we will add our social media icons. For the first one, we will add the YouTube icon. Then you can add other key social media icons such as LinkedIn, Instagram, X or formerly Twitter and TikTok. If you or your business are not active on some of these platforms, you can remove them or skip this step. Now I'm going to leave these extra 2 columns here in case we want to add additional icons in the future. The alignment is a bit off, so let's realign these icons so that it appears closer together. This part can be a bit fiddly, so let's speed this up. The next step is to remove the borders around each of the tables. To remove the borders, highlight the table, select the borders icon and then no border. Now let's edit the text and highlight the name by changing it to bold. The design looks great, but let's change the font style. Choosing the right font is crucial as it not only reflects your brand's identity, but also ensures readability and professionalism. For a professional environment, I would recommend using either Calibri, Arial, or the default Aptos font style. Let's change all the text to Calibri and change the font size. To zhuzh up the design, let's add in some colors and change the color of the name. Here you can select from the color template or select a hero color consistent with the brand colors, and let's bold the company name. While we can keep the color of the icons as it is, let's change the colors to match the company brand and to match that consistent look and feel. To change the color of the icon, select the icon as shown and go to graphics format in the toolbar. Select graphics fill and select the from the existing color palette or brand color. Let's repeat this for all of the icons and remove all the borders and do some final edits to tidy the table. Now let's add a vertical line to frame the email signature by adding a border between the photo and text and add a color. The spacing between the text and the size of the font looks a little off, so let's adjust the text. And there you have it. We now have our email signature ready to go. Now it did take us a little bit longer to get here given that we're actually building it from scratch. But the good news is I've actually got this exact email template in the description for you to download for free. I've also included a couple other designs for you to check out, and I've included the links in the description. Now let's get back in the tutorial and I'll show you how to add this into Outlook. As we have our email signature design ready to go, let's highlight the table and select copy. To add an email signature in Outlook, select the File tab in the toolbar and select Options. This will open a new window with different categories of option settings. Click on Mail and locate Signature. As you can see, I already have an email signature here, but let's add a new email signature template. To add an email signature, select New and add a name here. I'm going to type in Demo for now. For the email signature, I'm going to add regards as the sign-off. This can save you time. Instead of typing regards in your email every time you send an email, it will automatically appear as a default. Let's just copy the email signature again. To add the email signature, press Ctrl V to paste it here, and now let's change the font. Now you will notice that the icons are missing here, but don't worry about this for now, as it will appear on the email signature. To make the social media icons clickable, we need to attach the corresponding links to each icon. Let's proceed with that now. Click on the YouTube icon and select the hyperlink icon on the right. Here you can add the applicable web link to the respective platform. Repeat the process for each icon. Next, you will need to select which email signature template you want to use for new or reply emails, as well as forward emails. Let's change this to Demo for both new and replies. Now let's test it, make sure everything works as intended and the links are linking to the correct websites. To test, let's open a new email. Here you can see the new email signature has been automatically added. Before we run a test email, let's check to see how it looks on a dark background, as some people have their profiles set up with the dark theme. Okay, it looks pretty good to me. And now let's send a test email to make sure all the links on the social media icons are clickable and it works. Now, whenever you create a new email or reply to an email, your new email signature will appear below. You can always go back to the settings and change this if needed be. Let me know in the comments below if you've got any questions. If you found this video helpful, I'll also put a link to another video here around transforming your communication using Copilot in Word. Thanks for watching and I'll see you next time.